Hey there! Welcome to Product Marketing Maestros Tales from the Front Lines. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As Director of Product Marketing and a top product marketing voice, I've always found that real world case studies are the true litmus test for the effectiveness of any product marketing strategy. And that is why in this show, we dive into the minds of industry titans as well as rising stars, unpacking their expertise in action packed episodes that showcase the power of product marketing through real world case studies. And my friends, today we are joined by product marketing maestro Reggie Waterman, who is Product Marketing Alliance Ambassador based in Canada. Reggie lives by the motto of constantly keeping you in wonder. He takes this motto and applies it to every aspect of life, as he firmly believes that you should always look for ways to evolve and create excitement that sparks curiosity. Reggie is also founder of his own personal branding agency called Expressive. And he's also founder of an HR tech platform called Easy Apply. He's also a published author, a speaker, product marketing expert, and workshop facilitator, if that isn't enough. Reggie opens himself up to multiple streams in order to create numerous outcomes for the people that he serves. Reggie has made it his mission to help others discover their purpose so they can live an abundant life that aligns with their hopes and dreams. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor. Let's welcome Reggie Waterman. Reggie, welcome to the show.
That's it. And thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Reggie, today we'll pick a situation from your experience and we will share that with the audience using the ABC framework. So, we'll talk about what were the antecedents, what were the prior challenges. We'll talk about some of the behaviors, what were the actions that you took, and we'll talk about the conclusion, how things played out. So, with that, Reggie, pick a situation from your experience and tell us what were the antecedents, what were the prior challenges?
Yeah, one particular challenge that I had in my previous life was, thinking about ways to remain competitive in a hyperactive marketplace. That's one. The second part of that was how do we extend our value and create incremental revenue opportunities for the business? Because at the end of the day, you can start to plateau for a little bit, but you're gonna need to figure out, okay, how can I stimulate more activity that's going to actually drive a lot more revenue opportunities for the business so that we can continue to grow and scale.
Wow, Reggie, I can think that a lot of people in the audience would really relate to that, right? How do you remain competitive in an already hyper-competitive marketplace? On top of that, how do you continue to add more value and create more revenue opportunities? Excellent. So, given that those are the antecedents, the challenges, now, Reggie, tell us what were some of the behaviors? What were some of the actions that you took to help address some of these challenges?
So in terms of the behaviors that we took to tackle this particular challenge, we looked at, the pricing and packaging of our current product today. Well, how can we extend our value? We saw an opportunity to offer up a unique service, such as advisory services for our customers, which would, help create better utility for our platform. It would give the nuances, the key insights in terms of how to better utilize the platform to unlock a lot more revenue opportunities or cost savings for our customers. At the end of the day, providing a more positive experience. So how we went about doing that was looking at the pricing and packaging. We looked at the competitive landscape to see who's offering something similar in nature. Once we collected those inputs, we deliberated internally to kind of figure out, okay, well, how do we want to craft our value proposition? How are we going to support this new level of service in terms of the operations of it? How are we going to create the sales decks, the pitch decks as well, to make sure that we equip our sales folks with the right tools that they need to have productive conversations? As a result, we were able to come back to the table with a finalized product in terms of the name of the product. We came up with the pricing, right? Again, we took a look at the competitive landscape to kind of determine where our sweet spots is. We took a look at how we could offer up incremental value in terms of the hours that would be dedicated towards specific customers to kind of do a quick audit of their needs based on their current setup, which is critical because now we had an opportunity to kind of personalize the experience for them. We gave them consulting services, if you will, to kind of look at their current modes of operation, giving them new perspective on how they could actually level up their opportunities for revenue on their end.
I love it, Reggie. You took a look at the pricing, packaging, the competitive landscape, and used that to come up with adjacent services, advisory services that you could offer to your customers. And wow, what a beautiful set of actions. Okay, so now that we've talked about the antecedents and the behaviors, bring it home, Reggie. Tell us about the conclusion. How did this situation actually play out, and what were some of the results that you were able to achieve?
Now, as a result for us, it did create a nice pipeline in terms of revenue opportunities where now we extended the value for our existing customers as well as prospect customers. We offered up a unique value proposition which differentiated ourselves within the marketplace. And at the end of the day, it contributed to generating a lot more revenue generating outcomes for the business, which at the end of the day would help take us on that path of growing and scaling.
Wow, that's amazing. I can imagine a lot of folks in the audience, Reggie, would be in a similar situation where they have to really take things to the next level. And I can imagine how the advice that you shared can directly be applicable to others in their role. So thank you, Reggie, for taking us through the antecedents, the behaviors, and the conclusions as well. So, Reggie, if people wanted to learn more about you, where can they find out more?
On LinkedIn. So I love that platform. I'm creating content constantly. So look out for some of my stories, look out for some of the content I put out there. And as part of as an ambassador for the Product Marketing Alliance, I'm always doing webinars. I actually facilitate my own product marketing therapy session. So if you want to come out and vent and come together as a collective to figure out how we could actually enhance our go-to-market frameworks, I'm your man.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Reggie. So, folks, there you have it. I think everyone can do with a little bit of therapy, given the amount of stress that we have. And with a background like Reggie has, you know that his therapy is going to be super effective. So, Reggie, once again, thank you. And my friends, on with that knowledge, onward and upward.